Good evening. My name is Angela Coates. I'm the principal at Hellstern Middle School, and I'm one of the proud employees there that gets to sit in front of these beautiful young ladies and well-mannered men tonight at our spring concert. At this time, I would like to ask you to turn your cell phones off and be respectful of your neighbors, as tonight will be recorded. If you'll notice in your program, there is a DVD order form in there, and those will need to be returned in the front lobby. Our students have worked hard all last week and today as well, and came over here to Har-Ber and had a great practice. And each year I'm really amazed at how quickly our students learn how to play an instrument. Many have never touched an instrument before. It's pretty impressive. Thank you for sharing your kids with us at Hellstern Middle School. The kids are the best part of our job, and I appreciate you coming out tonight, and as always, supporting our band program. Students, y'all ready? All right, we have to introduce a very important person. She's an incredible band director. Her name is Miss Huffman, our Hellstern Middle School band director. If you would please give her a round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. The Hellstern Band has a tradition of performing our next piece titled Then Come the Heroes. We have asked the students to write a letter to one of their personal heroes, someone who has made a tremendous difference in their lives. A couple of years ago at Hellstern, we had a 7th grade band member, Xavier Moses, who lost his life unexpectedly to the heart condition called long QT. Our school is raising awareness of long QT by raising money for screenings for students to be checked out for this condition. Last year, we had a former band student, Celia Dollins, who lost her life in a tragic car accident the day before school started for her 9th grade year at Central Junior High. Her sister was in the Hellstern Band at that time. We dedicated both of our performances of this next song to both of those students. The song that we're about to perform stirs up many emotions for me as a band director. This piece is a reminder to me about how precious life is, and it's just a reminder that each day we have is a gift. We each make choices that affect our lives and relationships with people in our lives. This performance is a dedication to our heroes, those who have made a positive and tremendous difference in our lives. Let's take a moment to thank our heroes. I know we've got a lot of special people in the audience that were invited here for that dedication song, and it just touches our hearts that you've made such a tremendous difference in the lives of these students on stage. On February 22nd, we took 5 buses of band students to the Solo and Ensemble Festival at West Fork High School. Students performed solos and duets for a judge and received a performance rating. Students who received the highest 2 ratings of a First Division Superior or a Second Division Excellent received medals. If you are a student who received a medal for a solo at this event, please stand at this time. If you received a second medal for a duet, please remain standing. Students, you may be seated. Each student who participated brought home a medal, so everyone that we took came home happy. We totaled 195 First Division medals and 90 Second Division medals, with a total of 285 overall medals for Hellstern Middle School Band. Solo and Ensemble is an event that is offered all the way through junior high and high school, and we encourage these students, if they did not participate this year, to try it out next year. It's a very rewarding experience, and it takes them to the next level. Also, we had about 20 parent chaperones who devoted their afternoon and evening on this day helping at the event. They helped serve pizza, they rode the bus, they supervised students in the hallways, their performance areas, and in the practice room, and that was a noisy one to be in. And they just were a tremendous group of parents. We have great parents who helped every year. This year we had no kinks. These parents, I barely had to walk in and leave, and they just took charge, and I really appreciate you, and I just want to thank you to our parent chaperones. The next piece we're going to play is very light and fun. It has a Western feel to it. If you would, imagine a rider on a horse going through a desert. On his journey, he encounters rattlesnakes from each and every direction he goes. The snakes sound their rattles and eventually scare the horse, almost knocking the rider to the ground with the snakes. But the brave rider doesn't fall off his horse. Instead, he snaps his whip to scare off the snake so his horse can get rid of them and get to safety. We hope you enjoy our next piece called Rattlesnake. Testing. There we go. I don't think some of y'all were expecting the horse to come out of the band. That was just an extra bonus that we had in there. Janelle Mayorga played that. Let's give her a hand. The thing about trumpet players, you know, if you're doing a horse whinny, you never know exactly what's going to happen until it happens. And so that's the fun part of a horse whinny. Sometimes it sounds like a cow, sometimes a donkey, but she made it sound like a great horse. And we had some great solos in there through the percussion and all through the different sections, and we're real proud of them. For this year, the beginning band students have an expectation to complete all of their Book 1 pass-offs so that they can continue on into junior high band. And by doing this, they are showing that they understand how to read and perform the music required for junior high level playing. Students, if you have already completed your Book 1 pass-offs, please go ahead and stand at this time. Now we have several students who are like 1 or 2 away. Go ahead and wave at the audience. Let them know that you're almost there. Give them a little wave. We've got some that are really, really close. Y'all may be seated, students. Students who have not yet completed this requirement will be expected to complete this requirement within the next month before school ends. After we've got this concert over, we will be devoting a lot of class time to making sure that they meet all of those requirements and exceed them. Also, students are expected to perform and memorize their junior high all-region scales. We have some students who have already met this junior high requirement. If you have already completed your pass-offs for junior high scales memorized, please go ahead and stand up at this time. You may be seated. There's a lot of 9th graders wishing that they had met that requirement, but we've got some 7th graders that are overachievers and have really impressed us. Finally, I would like to recognize our first chair students tonight. Go ahead and stand up if you are first chair. Let's give them a hand. Competition is healthy when we encourage each other and use it to make ourselves better. We have several students who have earned first chair at some point this year, and I can't go home tonight without recognizing if you've made first chair at some point this year, please stand and let's give them a hand as well. Students, you may be seated. Thank you. The next tune that we're going to play is a popular song from the movie The Lion King. We'll be playing The Circle of Life. Okay, we are on this time. Okay. In your program, you will find a list of summer music camps. This is on the white insert. These camps are highly recommended by the Springdale band directors. Students can choose a roommate to stay with for a week. They will get a schedule for the week rehearsing by sections and with full bands. They can also sign up for private lessons. And each evening they have various activities that the students enjoy. The students who go always come back saying that they had a blast. At the end of the week, whenever you pick up your child, they'll perform a concert showing you what they learned at the camp by performing a concert. Applications are available online, or you could have your student request one from me at school this week. I have several applications, and we'll be happy to send as many students as we can to this camp. Our band just completed our spring fundraisers by selling the Chop Saver lip balm. Wave at me if you got some of that Chop Saver. I see some. Wave me 2 hands if you got a lot of Chop Saver. Some of you are stocked up, but that is good stuff. I'm addicted to it. It's a product we want in the kids' hands. Healthy chops means better playing in my books. With our profits, we're going to be able to get more instruments and equipment for the band, as well as scholarships for summer music camp. With the help of our students and parents, we were able to raise over $5,000 in 2 weeks' time. We had several students pick up band camp scholarship applications, and in doing that, they filled out their scholarship application. By following instructions, they turned in the full application with their check to the camp, and they also sold X amount of Chop Saver to be eligible to receive a scholarship. If I call your name, please stand up to show that you are receiving a scholarship. The following are going to the University of Arkansas camp. Kyle Burks, stand up please. Katie Burks, Megan Bledsoe, Chris Hutchings, Kenna Ebert, Emily Newberry, and then 2 are going to be going to the UCA Dixie Band Camp, Julia Pope and Summer Jennings. Congratulate them on their scholarships. Students, you may be seated. You don't have to have a scholarship to go to band camp, so we've got a lot of kids looking for a roommate, so have them talk with their friends, and we definitely want to encourage you. I'd also like to thank my best friend, Lisa Otten. She's been up at the school all week, 2 or 3 weeks, helping us get our Chop Saver fundraiser together by organizing envelopes and Chop Savers. I'm talking boxes and boxes and boxes of Chop Saver. You have no idea. They took over my office for a week or so. So I would like to thank her as well. Let's see, tomorrow night is the Har-Ber High School Band Concert here at 6:30, and so we'd like to encourage our students here if they'd like to see the high school band perform. We've got many siblings there, but it's always exciting for a beginner to see what's possible at the high school level, so that's here tomorrow night. The Central Band Concert is May 16th. These are listed in your program. We'd encourage you to attend. Now tonight's efforts, what you see on stage is not a one-person job. I did not do this all on my own. I just get to stand in front of them at the concert and do the classes that I have assigned to me. We also have Mrs. Cavender, Mr. Shelby, Mr. Morris, and we had an intern, Miss Martin from the University of Arkansas for January and February. Let's show them our appreciation for all that they do. Also, we have 3 awesome principals, Ms. Coates, Mr. Donnell, and Ms. Scoggin. They have provided a wonderful band program at our school. They've given us so much support and encouragement over the years, as well as Dr. Rollins and our central office administration, and I'm always very appreciative of them. It is so awesome to see these students progress on to junior high and high school. I am not going to go home tonight without telling you that we want to see these kids continue. They've done the hardest job this first year, going from that first sound. Who remembers the first sounds? I do. I took a video of it in class because I had like 30 of them blowing an instrument at the same time. They've gone from those sounds to what you see on stage tonight. That is tremendous, and I'm so proud of them. And I want to encourage you students to not waste your talent and your efforts. You've worked hard, and there's a lot more to come. It's each year when I go to the Har-Ber Band concert, they have the seniors come up and who have accepted college scholarships. And I think it was a year or so ago, they had almost $200,000 worth of music scholarships just from the graduating class here from Har-Ber. And that's impressive. Even if you don't major in music, you can still perform in a college band and receive thousands of dollars to pay for your college tuition. That's how I made it through college, and I know many of them can do that too. Hard work pays off. My advice to these students tonight: don't throw your talent away by quitting. Stay with it. Dreams are not what you wait for, they are what you work for. Music is a lifelong skill. We're going to go ahead and close the concert tonight with I'm a Believer. Many parents will recognize this from the Monkees. The students recognize this from the movie Shrek. So I thought that was fun. So after we perform, I'll have some instructions on dismissal since we have such a large number of people. So I'll come back and talk at the very end briefly. And we'll close with I'm a Believer. Thank you for coming tonight. Next year, we are going to be doing this concert again at Friday at Hellstern during the day, so parents, please make sure this band shirt's clean and that you can send it to school with them either on their body or in their bag on Friday. Today, parents, you can help me out by not going to the band room to meet them. All of these students are going to go into one room to case up their instruments. Let them come to you either in this long hallway, the front lobby, or the seats that you're in right now. They will come find you. Large instruments, students, if we brought your instrument on the truck today, if you will case them and help make sure that they get back on the truck, and we'll get them back over to Hellstern unless you wish to take your large instrument home. All small instruments need to go home and back to school for tomorrow. Let's see. Thank you again for coming tonight. Please take these kids out to eat somewhere of their choice this week. They've been begging me to ask you on the microphone because they said it worked the last concert. So they worked really hard, and please make them feel special. Did that work, guys? There we go. Now, please don't forget, we have DVD orders due in the front lobby and your forms in your program. Thank you again for coming tonight. Students, have a seat, please.